Good morning, everybody. We are going to do word phrase sentence again today. I'm hoping that you're getting used to trying to find a word and a phrase and a sentence in what you read, because the whole point of that activity is to remember details about the text. So if you pick out a word, for example, I was working with a student and we picked out the word for, F-O-U-R, the number, and that doesn't seem like that important of a word, but when we used it in the text, for reminded us that 4 students had to sit at one desk in Martin's school, and also the teacher only had 4 textbooks for 50 people, 50 students. So 4 doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you use it to remember what was in the text, then you remember details about what you read. So that's what the whole point of this assignment is, to help you remember the details. And if you can pick out just 3 things from what you read, you can remember a lot more of the details of the story. So that's why we're doing this. I need to make sure that you watch all of the videos, because that is where I explain how to do this. That is where I have all my slides for you to look at. So make sure that you watch the videos, because I'm getting people that say they don't understand it, and I'm guessing that is because they didn't watch the videos. So we are going to try this one more time today. So we're going to read just one page today. I'm going to read one page. And we're going to look for one word that stood out as meaningful or powerful, one phrase that moved or made you think, and one sentence that you thought summarized the meaning of the text. Here we go. And this doesn't make sense, so I'm going to read the paragraph before this, where it says pans beneath the bed, so you can know what they're talking about with the pans. During the day we shared the same space, but at night we pulled the curtain across the room, which was meant to give us privacy, but you could still see and hear everything, a shadow puppet show. My mother and father slept on a single mattress, our only piece of furniture, which took up a third of our space. During the day, my mother stored our pots and pans beneath the bed, but at night she stacked them in the corner so Lois and George could sleep there. Nation, Simba, and I slept on the concrete floor beside them. This was how all the kids lived in Chisamba Singles. I know now this place is called a slum, but for me, it was home. I imagined Caitlin's life as very different from mine, and I was excited to learn more about it and her. The little I knew about America I had learned on television. Several thousand people lived in Chisamba Singles, but there were only a few TV sets in the entire settlement. One was a 15-inch black and white set owned by a man who worked as a manager at the same paper factory where my father worked. Whenever World Wrestling Federation with Hulk Hogan came on, or the A-Team with Mr. T, people would cram into his living room and gather around his house trying to watch through his window. I sometimes climbed onto Nation's shoulders to get a better look as others peered through the door. As soon as I got home that afternoon, I showed my mother Caitlin's letter. I did not think my mom would mind that Caitlin was a girl she was too far away to get in any kind of trouble with, and I was right. You can learn many things from her, Martin, my mother said, smiling. I wanted to write Caitlin back immediately, but I had to do my chores first. First, I had to change out of my school uniform. I only had one. It was a pair of green shorts and a green shirt, which I wore every day and washed twice a week, on Wednesday and then again on the weekend. All right, so this is Martin's life, and we are going to pick a word that stood out or is meaningful or powerful to me, and I think I'm going to pick slum, because that really tells me the kind of home he has, and just how much money they have. So I think slum is a good word that stood out, that is meaningful and powerful. For a phrase, I think I would do, that's a sentence. So I think let's go with just how right here. I slept on the concrete floor beside them. I think that phrase just makes me sad that kids have to sleep on a concrete floor with no like bed. It doesn't sound like they have many covers or even pillows, so it just sounds, really sad. And I think for my sentence, I'm going to do, you can learn many things from her, Martin. So I think I'm going to pick that sentence because it summarizes how excited he is to write to her. And actually, she's going to learn a lot from him too. So that is what I'm going to pick. So my assignment, I'm going to drag it on here. So here are the next 2 pages. And you're going to read those. And then here is your word, phrase, and sentence. So you're going to read these 2 pages, find a word, a phrase, and a sentence from these 2 pages. All right? Okay, I'm going to let you go. And I'm hoping that this helps you out. Okay? Bye.